Good evening. Welcome to Investigator News, and I'm your host, Ellie Holder, and this is the Weather and Lifestyle News Show. Boy, we're getting popular. And hello to Mary, and boy, rocks and insects. What is this coming to? Uh, the question is, how come so many recalls? Well, the more media and more people are looking to see what's out there, and it's hard even for the media to keep up on all the recalls, especially lately with our food. Uh, well, yeah, save the children. Mary, you might let's see. Um, um, the next show I have something on 177 people missing, and where are the kids? Yeah. All right. I don't want to get too much into it. And Lee, we got Lee, the newest forecast for that and the hurricane. And then, they're not going back down into the Atlantic Ocean to see um, if there's any other hurricanes. I mean, I've been watching the Weather Channel, and it's like, is there something else? Because there was one behind Lee. They're not really talking about. So maybe it's fizzled out. Will Lee be the last as we move into uh, going the end of September and October? So, and the newest with the Kilauea volcano, I got live pictures today, and also other stuff. And of course, the jokes at the end. Boy, there's some good ones today. So I'm going to get right on to there's Lee. And, you know, um, it's been strengthening, it's been weakening, it's strengthened again. It started heading towards the United States, it moved away. This has been a very long hurricane. Uh, and they're even claiming this uh, on the Weather Channel that this is just keeps going. Lee is going to be remembered, I think, for the longest running hurricane in the Atlantic.
Lee is still a major hurricane as it begins to turn to the north and confidence begins to grow that this could be a player in the forecast this weekend for New England. Winds right now 115 miles per hour. There's a look at the forecast track. It is expected to steadily weaken as it continues to move north. So here comes Lee on the move. We have those warnings in effect for Bermuda, and we'll start to see those outer rain bands affect Bermuda today, with the worst of it coming in Thursday and early Friday. As we go into the weekend, here comes Lee moving to the north. Now, this is a massive storm. Hurricane force winds extend out over 100 miles. Tropical storm force winds right now extend out about 240 miles. So this has a wide reach. And as this storm moves into the Gulf of Maine, well, yes, we could be looking at potential for flooding rain along the coast of New England, along with tropical storm force winds. Wouldn't be surprised if we see some watches or warnings issued within the next couple of days. Also, what we're going to be dealing with, and we're already seeing this through the rest of the week, is that continued hazardous surf and rip currents.
Oh, rip currents have been horrible for the last few weeks, so be very careful with them. And the latest with the earthquakes, oh boy. There was one above Iceland. Remember, I said Iceland? I was expecting Iceland maybe to get hit, and that was about a week ago. I don't want to claim like Dutchins and say, "Oh, I forecasted it." I'm just guessing, folks. I'm just guessing. But there was one up around Iceland, like I said. It makes me happy. It was a 5.1 in a Mayan. Um, and that's just above Iceland. You see that way up there. I never did find out if that one earthquake that was on the ground was an explosion or not. Nothing was reported on it. Huh. All right. I need to move this over just, um, all right. I was over too far. And then we had this other one, a 6.1 in the West Chile Rise. So we got another 6.1. The rest are fives, 5.2 in New Caledonia. Then we had 5.2, the Solomon Islands. Then we go up in a 5.0 in Attic, Alaska. Alaska, very quiet. Yukon, territory. I love how they do that. They just say it's in the area, somewhere around there. Yeah. They know where it's at. Come on. Somebody got lazy in typing out earthquakes for USGS. This one was a 4.1. Uh, and then there's only 22 earthquakes. It says 23 on there, but it was 22. So one must have happened, and I haven't been able to spot it yet. Now, if we go over here to uh, uh, Eritrea, um, it's almost right there in that sliver of I'm going to say Gulf waters, not in our Gulf, but over there towards Africa. This was a 5.0. That's a good size one. And then Italy got one. Now I have to look at both were pretty shallow, so I know they felt it. Now I'm wondering what this one in I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Eritrea is it what I'm thinking? Masawa. Um, I'm wondering if there was destruction over there because I mean that's pretty remote. And I went and looked. I didn't see anything. So I'm going to wait a little bit. And I'm going to go back and take a look again. So Karen's missing today. Oh, that's weird. Um, and even the one up in Italy, that was, 10 kilometers. There was one that just hit. I don't see it yet. Huh. No, I don't see anything. All right. So over to the islands of Puerto Rico, 3.4s. We're getting a lot of strong threes on the islands, 2.7. Now I seen 2.9 earlier. So that's like a three-pointer. Now, what I'm noticing, folks, is all of these are so shallow. We're not getting big, deep ones like Dutchsin's talks about. Um, and that's kind of odd to me that they're all really shallow. They were very deep last week, and now we're going to very shallow. So they're working towards the surface. Does that mean more volcanoes? I don't know. I looked into the volcano site before I got on, and I was trying to see with USGS if this is what they're saying. And with the unknown of volcanoes, I don't know. I don't think they know either. So, and hello to Linda. So we did have one in Limitar, New Mexico. This was a not. This was shallow again, like 3 miles deep, 3 to 4 miles deep. And that was a 2.8. Then we had one in White City, New Mexico. We get them a lot, but not the shallow. These are all surface. And this one here in Zapata, Mexico. Um, Now, if we look at the one in the West Chili Rise, the big one, I didn't even hear about tsunamis, and this was shallow. Um, and Now we got. Let me take a look as we go around. Oop, we had one over here. There was one in the Java Sea. Now this one's deep. This was over 600 miles deep. So we got a deep one, and the rest are very shallow, and not very many of them. It got really quiet last 2 days with the six, of course, and then the one up around Iceland. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on this, and uh, just to wait and see. And I've been waiting for Dutchins to come on, and I think he's doing the wait and see too. And if you're new, we do watch Dutch Sense, or I follow Dutch Sense on. He's on Twitch. I believe he's on Rumble now, but he's on YouTube. So watch one of his shows, and he explains these very well, the deep ones to the surface ones, and how when it's quiet, we have to watch and wait. So, okay, so let's get this on down and on with, let's see. Well, I want to get to this here. Now, this is live, and you don't always get to see these. I'm hoping. There we go. You don't always get to see live volcanoes, but you can find them on USGS. And This one here, let me get it going here. And so you could see it's still exploding. They said some of these are going up the lava flow 40 feet in the air. And it's still, you could still see um, smoke and ash further on. There's one up close. And then they said there's at least 4 to 7 that are putting out lava. And this is a live view, folks. This isn't no just a video. This is live. So, wow, that it. I think it's very interesting to watch this and see. So I thought I'd bring that to you guys to show you what it's doing. And now that's from inside the crater that blew, and then now these little ones have all popped up again. And they say it is rising. The ground is rising. So there's Karen. Karen, we were wondering why you're so late. So, from rocks to insects. Now, where are we finding these rocks and insects? Banquet chicken strips, of all things. Yeah, Trader Joe's. And they say in these dinners, uh, and not only that, but they found insects in Trader. I'm sorry, the chicken strips were banquet pieces of plastic. Now Trader Joe's, they found insects in broccoli cheese soup. What? Are these plants dirty or what? In recent weeks, U.S. consumers have seen high profile recalls for an unappetizing reason. There's foreign objects, there's rocks, there's bugs, there's plastics, stainless steel. Um, they said not only that, but bone fragments. And this has all started, it triggered 9 recalls in 2022 alone, more than 477,000 pounds of food it was recalled between 2022 and now. That's a lot. You know, Karen, it makes me wonder. Um, it makes me wonder, Karen, why the baby food factory shut down. Were they just as bad? Was there stuff in the baby formula that we should know about? We don't know. So, Lee, rocks, insects. I don't know. Broccoli soup. I keep thinking bugs. Is that what they you thought was broccoli? Ooh. And I like broccoli soup. I mean, who wants stainless steel and bone fragments? What kind of bones? I keep thinking Soylent Green when I hear bone fragments. I'm sorry, folks. I seen that movie and it's so stuck in my head since I was a kid. Did any of you ever go see Soylent Green? Yeah, Soylent Green are people. Ooh. So I hear bone fragments and I start wondering what kind of bone fragments. You know, if this is chicken strips, it's chicken strips. I don't know. Let's not go there. All right. Don't worry, Mary. I'm not gonna make you worry too bad. Um, Folks, I know we like our animals, and I know when we get them, and we get a mama cat, and we'll get a male and a female. Like I got a female and a male dog. I went and had my female fixed. I don't want puppies. No, puppies are hard. I got 2 puppies that are out of control. And can you imagine? Oh, golly, 8 of them, 10 of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I don't think so. Well, it's not about the puppies; it's about the cats. Maine, in the state of Maine, surge in cat populations causes crowded animal shelters, and there's tons of them all over the street now. And they said they cannot control the population, and it is growing. Now, I know everybody, there's the cat ladies, the cat rescue people, and but there's nobody, according to the article, not many go to these places to get the cats. And cat people tend to not want to let the cats or the kittens go. And then, of course, they get more and more and more and more. And then, of course, their house is crowded. Then they're pushing them out windows, and they got 10 bowls on the porch for whatever can come up or whatever can't get along in the house. Um, but Maine isn't the only one complaining. They say at least 40 states are overrun now by cats. Um, Go to the shelters and get kittens, folks. If they don't have kittens, go find a kitten somewhere. Someone with a box. Don't, and don't breed them. Am I being mean, Mary or Karen? Well, Karen can't really. Oh, Karen's driving. What about Linda? Linda, what do you think? If there's an overpopulation, overpopulation of cats in 40 states, wouldn't you think that they would start saying no more? You know, I'm surprised they haven't passed the law yet. Now, don't hate me, cat people. I'm just telling you, it's getting to be too much for these states, and it's overwhelming animal shelters. They have, they said they have 5 to 10 times more cats than they do dogs up for adoption. So think on it. No more kitty cats. Just get your cats spayed and neutered. I know you don't want to hear that, but I know kittens are cute. Just go get another kitten at the shelter. Or if you know Walmart and you see that little box, there are people in the back with their box, go see. If you want a kitten, get it that way. Oh boy. All right. This one I don't know. I think is it real or is it someone just trying to pull the wool over our eyes? Is it real? Is it should we believe it or not? Journalist. This is a journalist presents Mexican Congress with alleged non-human alien corpse at a UFO hearing. Now I took a look at this thing and I said, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Um, it's the remains of a non-human being are seen on display during a briefing on unidentified flying objects at the San Lazaro Palace in Mexico City on Tuesday. These aren't beings that were found after UFO wreckage. They were found in diatom mines that and are later fossilized, he said. Whether they're aliens or not, they don't know. But they were in. How do they know what they were intelligent and lived with us? I mean, that's a little itty bitty thing. It could be a deformed baby. I'm questioning this one. Um, they said we should embrace it though, and uh, and here's a gentleman displaying it, and it's in a sealed container, glass container. Um, is it real or not? Yeah, I don't. They said this journalist says it's arrogant to think that we're alone in the universe, and these things probably exist, and these being predates human presence on Earth. And he's this journalist, Jamie Masson. Um, he's dead serious about this, folks. There he is. Yeah, he looks like my camera guy. I don't know. I'll have to add. They could be brothers. I don't know. It might be his brother. I don't know. So, um, and as they're doing all these hearings in Congress, folks, um, and they're seeing crafts, pilots, a lot of whistleblowers coming forward and saying that yeah, there could be something. And now we got this. Now we got this. We got this cute little alien, this cute little guy here. No, those aren't ears. People thought maybe these were ears off the top here. No, that's just the way the sheet is folded up. Um, He's got a regular nose because I could see that up close. He's got a regular nose, and the mouth doesn't seem too small. Um, but he's is that the head is this a body of a child, or is it an alien? Now, you guys know Jennifer Granholm. Um, Now she's the one. She's the big. Let's see if I got a picture of her here. Um, okay, here she is. I know you guys would know her. I talk about her a lot. Now, what they decided to do is her and a bunch of her friends and staff and all that decided when their cars are running on empty, they just all, their electric cars, they just line them all up. And they thought maybe they were doing this protest thing, but they weren't. It's actually so they can be in line, and then they sneak their friends and family in there and they park their cars and then they go and eat or whatever. It's like cutting in line. And that's what she seems to be doing when she got in trouble for it. Her and her friends can't just line their little EV cars up at the pump, the charging station, and blocking. They said she was blocking, um, hampering electric car push, is what they accused her of. So when you pull into an electric vehicle charging station, there are two parts to this problem. One is there aren't enough spaces for you to charge your vehicle, and the other one is more vehicles in a singular line coming in, and the longer time it's going to take you to charge your vehicles. So here she is. They get in there and they all squeeze, get in there. They cut in line. They back up a little bit, let their little buddies in, and it's longer and longer for the normal people. But their excuse is they work for the government and they have to be to work on time. They could all be alien. So, uh, her and her little buddies are cutting in. Isn't that just like them to cut in line so they could get to work on time? And forget about the rest of the American people that were having to get these EV cars. That how long are they going to be waiting? And they said sometimes hours, like hours. So forget about making it to work. You'd have to get there at 5 o'clock in the morning. The thing is, they're already lined up at 5. They're lining up early, and they just give each other rides in the other cars, and then drop them off when it's their turn. Huh. All right, let's not stick too much on her. Um, we have been having so many problems. It's not just at Yellowstone of people wanting to go up and greet these animals. Well, now we're finding that if these people are taking their dogs with them, so if it happens to attack, they just let their dogs go. Whoa! So here in a Canadian park, this guy's got some Rottweilers and or a Rottweiler, and he unleashed a Rottweiler on two bull elks in Canada parks. Um, and it's a cause for concern, they said. Um, well, when I guess just one minute, let's hopefully it plays it. Yes, it does. All right.
Guys, put your dog back on the leash.
That's really dangerous.
They deal with wolves on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Kick your dog's ass.
Yeah, they'll stomp his skull.
He ain't no shih tzu like your dog, Bobby.
No, like they need to be educated.
They need to be educated. Yeah. And according to the article, this guy unleashed it because the elk bulls were coming towards him and was going to charge him. So he let his dog loose. Uh, So, if you're not sure, don't get that close. Back up, leave. Don't unleash your dog. And thank goodness the tourist did that. Why? Why are you going to do that? Well, it sounds like everybody's getting hurt today because now we got an orangutan finds a possum in its treehouse. Yeah, what the heck is a possum doing in the orangutan house? Well, it got in there. And the orangutan says, "Oh no, 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 no! You're not going to be in there." And he flings the little guy. Flings it like a little frisbee.
Oh! Oh my God.
Wonder if they'll show it last time so you guys could see the. Oh, okay, and it don't. Oh my goodness! So yeah, fling just like a little frisbee. Get out of my house, the orangutan said. Oh boy, and he wasn't hurt. He landed on his feet, and he was fine. Uh, oh boy. So yeah, we got lots of stuff today. What do you do? What do you think? Would you get that close to a wild animal with your dog? I mean, don't even get out of your car, folks, with these things. I was stupid. When I went to Yellowstone, I was like in my 20s. I'm like, yeah, look at the nice little bison. Well, look at the buffalo, Tatanka. I'm gonna go pet it. Oh yeah, I was dumb. I didn't get attacked, but I could have. Um, so oh gosh. All right, so now this sea creature with a 22-foot wingspan gives a rare belly up sighting for some awesome photos. Um, this made it off the coast of New Jersey. Um, and manta rays are extremely large species, and you don't always get to see them um, as in the wild. Let's see if we they don't have a video for it, but it's got the pictures. So there it is. I don't know. I got to pull it up a little bit higher. There you go. Um, so this is a very large one, 22 foot. So yeah. Um, if you get to see them, get the pictures. Get the pictures. The only extraordinary pictures I have, and it's not even wildlife. It is an SR-71 being refueled. I'm going to have to find them pictures for you guys, let you guys see them. They're amazing and they're beautiful pictures. And yeah, I got my hands on them. So, all right. So, I keep talking about these alligators and they're always 800 feet. And I'm like, oh, come on, there's bigger ones than that. Uh, this one was almost 1,000 pounds. Now get this, he was only 13 foot long. Now I've shown 15-foot ones at 800. So this guy was huge. He must have, he must have, uh, he must have ate a lot of stuff. Can you imagine what he ate to be? I mean, he's huge. Here he is. Look at that guy compared to that alligator. And the kids at the bottom don't even go halfway up its tail. And the chompers on it. They're saying it could be about 90 years old. But now we got one over 1,000 pounds. Oh yeah. Um, this one here. Well, I thought I had. No, I'm down to the fun stuff. All right. So, um, the funniest things that have ever happened on a plane is the things that people are getting pictures of on the plane. We've been seeing a lot of videos, but people are getting pictures and they're just saying, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Now, this one here, I don't even think this is a real bear. Um, so here we go. We're going to get onto this, and there's a bunch of them, folks. So I raise you one first class panda bear. I mean, it could be. It could be. All right. So the next passenger next to me on my plane kept trying to talk to me. Looks like a little puppy, and mine will talk. If you are at him, and he just talks right back. All right. The Saudi old men in their first ride on a plane. You could see they're all snuggled up together, covered up. They even look cushioned. I would be kind of worried. They're all huddled over in a corner together. I don't know. That one looks like the bottom of his shoe. So what's he doing? He's looking out the window, but I don't know. All right. The baby kept turning around to hold my finger. I'm pretty sure we're BFFs now. That's always cute. All right. Flight attendant on my GF's plane looks like he's about to announce the Hunger Games. I have a bad feeling about this. I don't know. I didn't understand that one. I mean, he's got a pencil and a pad. I don't know. Now here we go. Why do you need for your stuffed toy? Yep, we're riding with the stuffed toy. Okay, now this one here, watching The Ring. These 3D movies are getting way too real. Now, wouldn't you pull her hair? Well, I would. I'd pull her hair and say, "What the heck? I'm trying to watch TV." Yeah, this isn't a hair commercial going on. Wouldn't that make you mad? All right. Glad I landed safely with this guy. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay. My friend was on a plane when suddenly I don't even want to comment on that one. Uh, all right, I'm gonna just do the pictures. Now this one here, the screens on the planes froze like this when the pilot gave the announcement. Huh. You better pay attention. Yeah. Um. Oh yeah, we ducks on the plane. Ducks on that duck don't look happy. I wouldn't be petting that duck. That one don't look. Therapy pet on my flight. Yeah, that almost looks like that duck from last time, but this one looks like a turkey. Really, therapy. We gotta get over these therapy pets, folks. Oh boy. On the plane from LAX, looked right. Uh, I seen one that said there was a complaint that this guy had very stinky feet, and he ended up having to put his feet down and put it down. But the whole plane ended up reeking. And can you imagine that stinky feet? Someone takes their shoes off. Ooh, yeah, feet. So I felt like I wanted to see out the window, so I gave them a view. Huh. Uh, and the sunset and interior cabin lights backlit the feet, and they became extra creepy like trapdoor spiders with toenail polish. Oh yeah. So apparently there's a little kid in front of us on this flight. I wonder if it was talking. You're on an old plane when you see this warning. Oh yeah. An ISIS production. Not too reassuring when you're taking the plane. Yeah. I don't know if I'd want to see that. Oh, there's that duck. And that duck likes looking out the window. Wants to get out and fly. Um, I'm not sure about that one. I don't know. There's a caption to it, but I want to try to get through as much of these as I can. Okay, let me go back. Um, I've been It's been over an hour, and the psychopath monster on my flight continues to view videos on his iPad vertically. Are they a Ken or a Karen? Huh. I was the only passenger on a 160 seat plane. Now, you know what? Um, when I flew back the last time, there was only five of us on the plane. I mean, I waited hours. We even got delayed for five of us on a plane. Huh. Okay. Oh yeah. Pieces of the plane breaking off. Yeah. Just what you want to see on takeoff. Okay, folks, that is it for today. And we got me and William coming up for the World War III report. And we got some good stuff. So come on back. And if not, tomorrow is Thursday. So we got Leon tomorrow for the second show, but we'll be back with more weather and lifestyle news. Watch those rocks and stuff in those banquet dinners. I would say stay away from banquet for a while. All right. So with that, folks, thanks for watching. Subscribe and share. Hit the like button. Ring my bell, and we'll be back tomorrow. So have a wonderful Wednesday, and yeah, fill the churches tonight. I know there's a Wednesday church service, folks. Get in there, get your grandkids in there to have fun. Wednesday night's always the funnest nights for the kids. So get the kiddos into church. They need it.